police the same way. They put their club upside your head and then turn around and accuse you of attacking them. Every case of police brutality against a Negro follows the same pattern. They attack you, bust you all upside your mouth, and then take you to court and charge you with assault. What kind of democracy is that?
Since Malcolm X has uttered those words that the police will put their bully club upside your head and then charge you resisting arrest, nothing has changed, and black man has not continuously stood up for anything to have changed. My name is Antonio. My page is Unapologetically Black, ADOS. I ask that you like and subscribe to this page. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, black man, stand the fuck up.
Top story. The Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office is responding to video of a deputy punching a 17-year-old girl.
The Sheriff's Office says the video does not show the whole story. CBS 58's Hikari Nakayama.
There's no justification for a trained police officer punching a 17-year-old girl while she's on the ground. The only reason why there's justification is because she is black. This issue is strictly because black men failed to take their rightful position as protectors of their own community and continue to allow other people to provide the security for your own community. And as long as you continue to do that, you will continue to be vulnerable to this type of treatment, and you will continue to allow your children, your women, your parents, all to be vulnerable to this type of treatment at the will of their oppressors.
Talk to witness.
And it is because of our effort toward getting straight to the root that people oftentimes think we're dealing in hate. We are oppressed. We are exploited. We are downtrodden. We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights. So the only way we're going to get some of this oppression and exploitation away from us or aside from us is come together against the common enemy.
And explains how a trip to the zoo took a turn for the worse.
Take a look at this video right behind me where you can see 17-year-old Envy Hampton struck by a deputy several times on October 22nd. Hampton is currently in jail facing several charges, including battery of a law enforcement officer. Her friends tell me she did nothing wrong, and the sheriff's office says the teen was being combative.
What kind of freedom is that? What kind of social or political system is it when a black man has no voice in court? Has nothing on his side other than what the white man chooses to give him. My brothers and sisters, we have to put a stop to this. And it will never be stopped until we stop it ourselves.
Didn't Malcolm X say that in the past? The police will put their billy club all upside your head and then charge you with a resisting arrest? What has changed? You have accepted your position, black people, as a lower class citizen.
On the night of October 22nd, a group of friends, including Kaviana Brown, Olivia G., and 17-year-old Envy Hampton, headed to the Milwaukee County Zoo for a fun night out.
It was just like a fun little thing. We wanted to go have fun and go home, and it was just a problem after that.
According to the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office, deputies were called to the entrance of the Milwaukee County Zoo for a reported fight, but did not see one. The girls were asked to leave the zoo's grounds, and they waited for a ride from Hampton's older sister, 26-year-old Nia Dowell. Dowell claims she was immediately met with hostility from a deputy.
At this point,
you see how they criminalize your children for minor infractions that youth have. Black children don't fight no more than white children. It's just that our children's incidents are more highlighted, and they aggravate the situation by failing to treat our youth, as children who has the ability to make mistakes and have to learn decision making. They do not treat our children in that manner. They treat them as full-grown adults, and they criminalize them for any minor infractions. But the reason why this continues is because black men fail to step up and take accountability for wanting to provide the security in their own community.
and I'm like, well, what's going on? What do I need to do to get my sisters released? I'm just trying to get them home.
The deputy asked for Dowell's ID, but she declined, saying she was unaware cops were called for an alleged fight. The teen girls then climbed over a fence to get to Dowell's car. Once they got in, that's when they say things turned violent.
We all look up, and then you just see officers hopping over gates.
They claim they were surrounded by deputies. One pulled Dowell out of the vehicle. In this video, you hear Brown screaming and attempting to pull Dowell back into the car. Moments later, Brown says she saw Hampton on the ground being struck by an officer. That's when she pulled out her phone.
My phone, I record.
How can you justify that in any manner? He was not being physically struck at any time, but you see repeatedly punches he has thrown to this young girl. Yet
they attacked the victim. And then the criminal who attacked the victim accuses the victim of attacking him. Yes, sir. This is American justice. Yes, sir. That's right. This is American democracy. Yes, right. And those of you who are familiar with it know that in America, democracy is hypocrisy. Right. Now, if I'm wrong, put me in jail. But if you can't prove that a democracy is not hypocrisy, then don't put your hands on me.
They're going to tell us that this video does not show us the whole picture. It's nothing that can justify his behavior. But because they do not see the humanity in you and your children, they are not supposed to be patrolling your community. You have to wake up, black people. These people do not see the humanity in you, your your children, your women.
I only recorded him hitting her 3 times in the video, but before I started the video, he was already striking her.
In a statement, the sheriff's office says body and dash cam video shows the people in the car were not cooperative. They also...
That justifies you beating these people for a crime that you do not know committed? You said you went to a fight, that you was called to a fight, but when you arrived, there was no evidence of a fight. So what justifies this type of behavior? What justifies your deciding to convict them and then penalize them for something you have not been able to even account has happened? Only self-hate could be the reason why black men failed to take accountability for our condition and unwillingness to step up and provide security for their own community. It can only be self-hate why black men do not have an issue with the treatment that we receive here in America. It could only be self-hate that allow black men to overlook our women and children being battered and bruised in the streets and do not want to take up accountability for the security of our own people.
And I, for one, as a Muslim, believe that the white man is intelligent enough. If he were made to realize how black people really feel and how fed up we are without that old compromise and sweet talk. Stop sweet talking it. Tell him how you feel. Tell him what kind of hell you've been catching, and let him know that if he's not ready to clean his house up, if he's not ready to clean his house up, he shouldn't have a house. It should catch on fire and burn down.
That's how black people should feel about the police department.
Say Hampton shoved a deputy, kicking at them and swinging her arms, and hit the deputy with a closed fist. The sheriff's office says the deputy used force, striking Hampton 3 times in order...
But the issue is that the body camera is supposed to be public, supposed to be owned by the public because the public paid for them. You wanted to release this statement, but you had a chance to release the body footage. This is why I believe this is a lie. Why would you release it if you want the public to believe it? Then you should have released the body for showing this occurred. These deceitful, evil bastards. The issue is black men failing to take accountability, your unwillingness to take up security of your community.
to to handcuff the teen and take her into custody. The friends claim Hampton swung at the deputy but missed. We asked the sheriff's office for body and dash cam video, but they declined because it's an open investigation. Both Dowell and Hampton were arrested that night. Hampton's bail is over $5,000. In the studio, Yukari Nakayama, CBS 58 News.
Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such an extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to? So much so that you don't want to be around each other. No, before you come asking Mr. Muhammad, does he teach hate, you should ask yourself, who taught you to hate being what God gave you?